American Tire Distributors, Canton, Ohio. Got here for a urinal. The urinal's on the other side of this wall here. Got video on the inside, but inside there, just as it turns down, it's completely filled with calcium. I've got pictures attached to be able to see, but there's no way we can get it to clear. We can get the snake in about a ½ inch on that 90 down. This is also a vent pipe, so it goes up. It's got a stub out for the sink here on this side. It's got a stub out on the other side for the urinal, and it's a drain that goes down. So this is a 4-way coupling inside the wall. So we will have to, on the urinal side, cut up above high enough to be able to get a slip coupling in, to be able to cut the pipe down near the 3-inch where it's going to go into the ground. So we'll be able to cut the 1.5 here. Once we get that done, we should be able to chip out the calcium on the inside of that till we get down to the 3-inch. Once we're into the 3-inch, we can go ahead and clean it off, and that'll give us about that much stub to go ahead and run new PVC back in, put a new 4-way in, attach it to the vent pipe on the upside with a slip coupling, and then run these out and stub them out on each side. But we've tried snaking. I ran the camera in so you guys will be able to see on the inside there. You can go ahead and put that one back together. And then over here is the urinal. We got here, there's pictures of the P-trap also. And but inside here is the big deal. You can see how much calcium there is just even right in here. As soon as it goes in about 2 inches, it's filled completely with calcium. Just to give you an idea of how packed it is. This is how packed that line is. And it is absolutely just horrible. I'm not sure if that is hand soap, which wouldn't make sense, but very well could be. It's just got the lines packed. So that's the problem. The downstem just inside the wall there is lined like this until it just completely closes up. He said there was a plumber out recently and got it to drain a little bit, but all he did was poke a hole in it on the downstem. We might have had a little relief for a little bit, but that's the problem they continue to have. So my suggestion, like I said, is going to be to pull the urinal off the wall. The flush valve is just continuing to run also. Flush valve runs for about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes on every flush. You might want to consider replacing the flush valve. The urinal does drain fine. We were able to clear it out. Once you run water in the sink on the other side, what happens is it fills this urinal up because the water can't get down the stem here, can't get down, so it just runs straight across, and it ends up filling this up because the sink is higher on the wall over there, so this is going to lose. So right now I've got the water shut off. And like I said, all we're going to be able to do is pull this urinal off the wall, make a cut up the wall, up a little bit higher than the inlet there so I can get to the 4-way and put in a repair coupling for the vent pipe on the upside, stub it down to the 4-way, bring the 4-way in, and then either that or what we'll do is do a 90 in from the sink, but these are set at the same height, so we'll probably end up having to go back with a 4-way here. For the down, the vent, and then 2 stubs out, one for the sink and one for the urinal, and then put the drywall back in, fix the drywall, and this is a cut here in the base cove. So since it's a red base cove, and you can see here's the seam, we should be able to save this piece and reinstall that after it's done, but fix the drywall afterwards and put it back on. But I'd like to go ahead and replace the flush valve if that's okay. Otherwise, if guy said it only runs for about a minute or 2 after you flush, which is I guess it's okay, it's not leaking. So as of right now, once this is clear, it won't matter if it runs 2 minutes because it won't fill up the bowl. But we'll have to put in a quote. I'll get the quote in tonight and get that over.